All right. Kodash, 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 Adonai, Elohim, Sabayath, meaning holy, 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 Lord of hosts. That is the prayer that the angels, or you could say the etheric beings of light, sing day and night to the Most High, Anu, Elion, El. Yah, He, Va, He. Those four syllables can be said as a mantra, a sound vibrational frequency, because each of the four have their own distinct meaning, but they come together in duality as a collective whole. The first Yah signifies the Father who art in heaven, Abba, the architect of the universe, which is a divine masculine energy. He is Mother Nature, the womb of the earth where mankind was created, shaped, molded, and formed, which is a divine feminine energy. And mankind is human. Human spelled Hueman. Human meaning God, man, male and female, together as one. Va signifies mankind itself, us. In the beginning, Elohim said, "Let us create them in our image." Keywords in that passage is Elohim, which is plural, and it means more than one. And us and our. Us and our. That also signifies more than one. And we are the image. Va, which is a divine masculine energy, which is mankind. The last He correlates with the first He, a divine feminine energy, which deals with Ana. Ana means mother. Chokmah means wisdom. On the Hebrew Sephirots, 10 Sephirots, one of them are Chokmah, which is wisdom. It's signified, wisdom is signified as her. As above, so below in duality, the macro prosophis above and the micro prosophis below, because we are the microorganisms and the host of the Elohim. Now, today we're going to get back into the Akashic Records. We left off last time I was in the Akashic Records at chapter 6, so I'm going to go on to chapter 7. I also got another video uploading. It's been uploading since yesterday. It hasn't posted, but it's talking about the auroras, the energy fields that surround your body and how it connects the physical body to the celestial and spiritual body, and the energies it produces based upon your emotions and moods, and how you can read people based upon auroras. So that video is uploading. It probably won't post till tomorrow, so I figure while that's uploading on my computer, I'm going to do another video in the meantime out of Akashic Records, because I started it. We made it to chapter 6, so I'm going to go on to 7, and I'm going to keep going on periodically until we eventually finish that book. What I do is I bounce back and forth in between different books and different topics, So, but everything I touch on has to deal with spirituality, and a lot of it is esoteric knowledge, the inward spiritual concept of the exoteric. The exoteric is the external, the physical, what as your Bible and so on and other things, But you can't have one without the other. Like I said, everything revolves around duality, as above, so below, so within, so without. Universe is mental, as it says in the Kabbalion. So all thoughts and ideas, and concepts, they come from mentalism. And what you do is you turn your thoughts into actions and you manifest them on the physical plane. A lot of it has to deal with visualization and manifestation. That's the true essence of prayer, But you have to, the two have to become one. You have to put your emotion, your thought on it, and visualize it as you have it. So just like when you pray out loud and you pray with words, it's something that you desire and want, but you say them in words, But the same concept is visualization, This is how meditation and, this is how you bring these things about in real time, you know. So, no further introduction. Let's jump right into it. The Akashic Records by Melissa Gomes. Let's get into it. Chapter 7. The Akashic Records in Spiritual Healing, using your past lives to heal in the present. The Akashic Records hold the blueprint for each individual's evolution to their highest potential through numerous lifetimes, where they learned from both successes and failures. That's trial and error. You know, that's do's and don'ts. That's judgment and salvation. Learn from both successes and failures along the way. Everything about you is recorded there, including your karma or lessons to be learned. The very reason you are here today. The healing process begins by connecting with these energies so that we can release patterns no longer needed for our growth and reclaim the gifts that may have been suppressed or forgotten. The Akashic records can be accessed using various techniques, including meditation, ritual, and visualization. You will learn how to connect with these records and explore the many ways they can heal us physically, emotionally, mentally, as well as spiritually. Spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is one of the most powerful ways to effect change in your life. It is a powerful and transformative experience that can heal your mind, body, and spirit. If you are in need of any healing, spiritual healing could be the answer you've been looking for. You don't have to be spiritual or religious to benefit from this energy healing technique. There are very specific techniques you can use to connect with the Akashic Records. Once these steps have been taken, it is easy to access and explore how energy healing can heal you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Spiritual healing can help with many things, including improving your relationships, getting rid of phobias, healing your body, and even alle- alleviating diseases like cancer. With the assistance of the Akashic Records, you can heal your body at a spiritual level. You will examine why you need healing and how to change the energy within yourself that's holding those patterns in place. Spiritual healing isn't something that happens overnight. It takes time and commitment and requires dedication on your part. Many people are hesitant about spiritual healing because they feel it only for good people. This couldn't be further from the truth. Everyone deserves to live a life free of pain and filled with happiness. Negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions can keep you stuck in old habits that aren't serving you anymore. But these patterns can be changed. Spiritual healing can help you connect with your spirituality up and open up to a higher power, regardless of what that may be. It's an experience anyone can benefit from. There are many different ways to access your past lives, including meditation and ritual. You will also learn about the importance of forgiveness when it comes to spiritual growth, as well as how it can help you heal in this lifetime. Spiritual healing and the Akashic Records are two very powerful healing modelites that can work together or be used separately depending on your needs. When working with the Akashic Records, you can release patterns of limitation and regain gifts that may have been suppressed or forgotten. The Akashic Records hold the blueprint for your spiritual and physical healing and how to heal those around you. Learning about past lives will enable you to explore why certain illness have manifested in this lifetime. You'll also learn how to change energy patterns, gain balance within yourself, and make long lasting changes. If you're ready to transform your life in the most powerful way possible, spiritual healing and the Akashic Records can be there for you every step of the way. Different ways of spiritual healing through the Akashic Records. With a little time and commitment, anyone can heal themselves with help from their past life recorded on the Akashic Records. One of the many ways of spiritual healing through the Akashic Records is connecting to it for self exploration. It provides a way for you to examine why had illnesses have manifested in this lifetime and how to change energy patterns within yourself that are holding these patterns in place. The other way to heal oneself with help from the Akashic Records is by utilizing it for spiritual growth. When you discover your past lives and release patterns of limitation, this can help you achieve your highest potential. Not only does it provide insight into your past lives, but also how they manifest in this life and why illnesses have shown up as well. Using your past lives to heal in this lifetime. We're here today because we have lessons to learn which will help us improve in this lifetime. Our past lives help us learn the lessons needed to grow spiritually and mentally as well as emotionally. The Akashic Records will show you what patterns keep you stuck in old habits that aren't serving you. When working with the Akashic Records, you can release these negative energy patterns by forgiving yourself and others. Forgiveness will allow you to let go of hurt, anger, and resentment associated with these patterns so that you can move forward without the weight holding you back. As an additional benefit, forgiving those who have hurt or offended you helps your energy to flow more freely. This gives you a better chance at attracting love into your life, friendships, and even your career. Forgiveness also helps you release old habits and move forward with the positive, life affirming changes needed to grow stronger personally and spiritually. It is easy to become overwhelmed when faced with so many different things that masquerade as spiritual healing, but connecting with the Akashic Records is the real deal. It's a healing process that anyone can learn to use and enjoy for many years to come. In fact, it will change your life in ways that you may have never imagined. Using the Akashic Records for self exploration. There are many ways to begin exploring your energy patterns, such as dream analysis, meditation, and visualization. When you connect with the Akashic Records to assist in this exploration, you'll find answers that have previously eluded you. You can also work with the Akashic Records using psychics, mediums, and counselors, to name a few. As a way of beginning your exploration, consider connecting with your past lives through meditation or visualization to explore why certain things occurred in those lifetimes so that they are no longer affecting you today. During this meditation or visualization, you may discover that you were involved with negative energy patterns such as abuse of alcohol and drugs, illness, depression, or physical alignments. This helps you to understand what caused the illness in this lifetime so that they can be resolved more easily. To heal those energy patterns, it's helpful to connect with the records to help you recognize the lessons learned in past lives. Then forgive yourself and others so that these patterns can be released and your energy is flowing freely once again. This will allow you to move forward with more positive, life affirming changes and achieving your highest potential. As time goes on, you'll gain an understanding of what's happening within your energy field. That's the video I did yesterday out of another book called Auroras. So look forward to that. It gets real deep. And why certain illnesses, relationships, and careers have shown up. You'll also understand your patterns better so that you can move forward with the positive changes needed to grow stronger personally as well as spiritually. Using the Akashic Records for spiritual guidance. It's a myth that only highly intelligent people are creative. In fact, research shows that once you get beyond an IQ of about 120, which is just a little above average, even though intelligent people might have a little advantage. Intelligence is not required for creativity. That means that even if you're no smarter than most people, you still have the potential to wield amazing creative powers. We talked about that in the auroras and as well as the chakras and other things as well. So why are so few people highly creative? Because there are bad habits people learn as they grow up, which crush the creative pathways in the brain. And like all bad habits, they can be broken if you are willing to work at them. The Akashic records are a great help here because they show you why those bad habits were put there in the first place, so that you can clear them out of your brain and let your creativity flow freely. Now, I'm not just talking about mindless daydreaming or doodling on a napkin. I'm talking about genuinely creative work that will stand the test of time. Here's how it works. First, you need to learn to go into a deep meditation state, which is something everyone can do once they've learned how. After all, we were doing it easily as kids before our parents told us to stop wasting our time with such nonsense. While you're in the deep meditation state, imagine yourself floating above the world and looking down on it. This is how we see the Akashic records as an enormous library containing every book written, movie made, song sung, and piece of music ever played. It's also how we find any specific book or episode within a movie or song. Once you've found the book, movie, or song you're looking for, go inside it and read page 1. You'll discover why certain creative desires were programmed into your brain in that lifetime so that you can experience them for yourself to move forward along the spiritual path. By forgiving yourself for any unconscious mistakes made, then resolving to avoid repeating them in the current lifetime, your creative pathways are freed up to do what they were put there for. Create beautiful works of art that enrich lives and build bridges between people. If you want to be unapologetically creative, then ask yourself this question: why am I here? And make sure it's not just to make money or be famous. Those are common goals, but they don't lead you down the spiritual path that leads you to self realization and deep satisfaction in life. The purpose of life is not to be happy as such, but rather to love whatever you do. And I firmly believe that if we all channel our creativity into writing and painting and making music for others, the world will become a far better place. If you've been feeling confused about your role on this planet, or if you're tired of feeling like a hamster on a wheel, chasing material goals that never seem to be enough, the Akashic Records can help. They are your connection with higher levels of consciousness where you can receive inner guidance on what needs to change in your life so that you stop repeating the same mistakes and start making real progress on the spiritual path. The Akashic Records are a set of teachings that hold the blueprint for what each individual can accomplish and evolve into. These records include our entire life, including karma and lessons to be learned. The very reason why we're here today. The healing process begins by connecting with these energies so that unwanted patterns as well as gifts may be released to reclaim any potential loss through suppression or forgetfulness. The Akashic records are not buried deep in a library, as they are so vast that it would take a lifetime to find what you were looking for. Some people advise using meditation to tap into these energies and then searching through your mind's eye. However, this may or may not be the most effective way. Others suggest that the easiest way to find what you are looking for is by asking what is the lesson I have come here to learn. You may be a very spiritual or open minded person who is happy to accept the teachings of past lives into your life, but what about your family, friends, or co workers? These questions may arise in the mind of an individual before they begin their journey. Does everyone have them? What impact will this have on people around me? How many past lives have I had? And are my experiences real or just my imagination? Using one's own life experience plus their feelings surrounding them in a particular lifetime will help ensure that you discover your lesson quickly and effectively, as every event has a consistent feeling surrounding it within our Akashic records. So remember, when it talks about feelings, it's talking about emotions, these emotions and these thoughts, how we see things and perceive things to be. How did we feel when we went through specific experiences, you know, how do we feel in the present moment, what is making us feel the way that causes us to have the thoughts that we have in the present moment, and why do certain those thoughts, positive or negative, lead to actions based upon the emotion that we were feeling at that time, and what do we need to do to prevent certain things, and what do we need to do to manifest things more efficiently, so it's more so going inside yourself. Everybody's looking for the answers outside themselves, but you need to go within, because if you, just like the Ten Commandments says, if you don't bear false witness and you don't lie to yourself, can't be real with anybody else if you're not real with yourself. And if you be real with yourself and, you don't worry about the opinions of others or what the rest of the world is saying, you can easily narrow it down and find the answers that you're looking for. All you got to do is look at the consistency and patterns of events, look at things from every angle and narrow it down. Sometimes you got to tell yourself the raw, uncut, unfiltered truth, instead of telling yourself what you want to hear. So that's how you find the truth, and then you gotta accept that truth, whether it be good or bad, and that's how you go forward and you make decisions and you make progress, you know, after that. So that is chapter 7 of the Akashic Records, and it's called Spiritual Healing Using Your Past Lives to Heal in the Present. Alright? But like, share, and subscribe, comment, I'm working a lot, so I try to respond when I can, and I'm studying a lot of times as well. So, I'll be kind of busy, but, I always try my best to reach out and, give a response, And what else I was saying? Oh, look forward to the video that's been uploading since yesterday. I don't know what's up with that, but it's called the Auroras. I'm doing a 3-part series. The first video was the chakras, how the energy from within. The Auroras is the energy from without, which connects the physical body to the spiritual and celestial body. And it tells you how these energy fields work. In the unseen, and the third one is going to be about crystals and how crystals affect you, any raw natural element from the earth, even, it's same equivalent to sitting under a tree, hugging a tree, putting your feet in the dirt, getting the natural currents and energies from the earth. Or crystal are said to contain every, energy and element of the earth as they're formed in the earth, from water, sun, dirt, all these things, elements go into crystals. That's why they hold so much energy. Just like you're connected to the earth. Everything that is in the earth is in you, your inner sun, the water, uh, so on and so on. Just like it say in the Bible that you was created from the dust of the earth, the dirt of the earth, you know. And like when you die, they say ashes to ashes, dust to dust, you know. It's formed and molded. You know, the dirt plays a significant part because look at even plants, all living, a lot of living organisms, plants, everything that comes out the dirt, fruit, food, you know, vegetables, comes out the earth, you know. So the whole point of this is to make it all make sense, you know, and find our connection. You know, we are not just here to be wandering around the earth, you know, following this person and that person and their concepts and their ideology. We are connected. But, you know, lately we've been disconnected because the ways of the world, you know, you have to be not of this world. You are in this world, but you have to connect to your spiritual side. You're in the physical, but there's more beyond the physical, you know. It's the spiritual and the celestial, you know, your celestial body. This is how your prayers, your energy, everything goes up to manifest what's down, you know. So I'm out. Y'all bless. Salah. Aum Tat Sat. Nun Ya Te. Va Mim Bayet. Amim Ta. Salah.